and his wife is a broker. Maybe Audrey can help as well, since I know she's the genius broker over there.
Audrey is the genius Hollywood broker in a Honda too. Poor Honda dealers.
In a brand new Honda. So somehow, some way, the universe presents me this guy and his wife, and they threw out that do I have any lease option deals, because her as a broker has numerous clients that are bugging her for lease option deals. Marcos, do you have any lease option deals? I said, well, of course I do.
Do you love that question?
So, I told him I'm a lease option specialist. I get a couple deals a month. Would glad to share them with you once I have something under contract, and that's how this all started. But my question is, all over the weekend, he said, "Hey, they got people ready to go right now.
Mm-hmm.
What am I gonna pay them?" They said their other investor used to always give them 3%. So I'm like, did that investor assign the contract, or did he always stay in on it on a sandwich lease?
Why don't you ask questions? Go ahead. It's a good question. Tell me how did you do deals previously? Did you handle everything once I found the property or I found the tenant buyer? And what I would have said to them is, they have the tenant buyers already. Is that what you said, Marcos?
They do. I haven't talked to them yet. This is all on a text message. So
okay. You got to get off the text and say, I'm ready to do a deal right now. Create that sense of urgency, that greed button. Say, could you come on Skype? Could you come on Zoom, Facebook Messenger, live video? Could you come on FaceTime? You got to get them on video as quick as you can. Ask them if they have an iPhone, which is what I always ask people, do you have an iPhone? Oh, let me do a FaceTime call here, and let's find a way to make money and do a deal today.
Yeah, that's here in 15 minutes, that call.
Okay, good. Get them on video, man. Get them on video. Create the environment that will get you to the bank today.
I don't have a deal for him yet, but how am I supposed to pay him? That's my question.
Well, first of all, how much money? I would qualify him first. See, you're all worried about this stuff. Say, let me ask you something, Marcos. You say you have several people. Do you have anybody who's looking for a house right now in Denver area? What area? Highlands Ranch? And how much money can they put down as a commitment towards their future home? See, I would turn a question into a
question.
Thank you. Don't be the free consultant all the time. You'll eventually find out from this guy does he really have people? Do they have money? I mean, real cash, $25,000, $50,000 that they can put down as non-refundable option money today? Do they want a house today? Okay, where do they want that house? And how soon can we put this together? Who cares about the 2-3% of the deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, mostly I don't want to do a sandwich lease. I want to sign it.
Okay.
Done that?
You can do anything that all the parties agree to. Bottom line. But first you've got to find out, is this guy a player, or is he just fishing for information to manipulate you and control you? You've got to turn it around. So when they go to you, Marcos, can you do a lease purchase? How much are you paying me and everything? You say, I'll turn it to you guys. What's the first thing you say to get control?
That's a good question.
Good question. Thank you, Mr. Shaw. That's a good question. Go ahead. Do it with Marcos. Qualify him.
Okay. That's a good question, Marcos. How much are you willing to put down?
Well, my wife is a broker, so she has a bunch of clients that reach out to her constantly looking for a rent to own.
Oh, okay. Great. Well, you know what? I've got this deal under contract, and to get this started, obviously it's going to require some down payment. So, traditional to get someone in the house is anywhere from 10 to 20%. So we're asking much less than that. But so how much? What are we talking about here to get this deal happening? What kind of money?
How much do my clients have?
Yeah, how much are you willing to put down?
I'd have to ask them how much they're willing to put down. I get at least 10 people a month that reach out to my wife that can't buy any of her deals on the retail market in the MLS, but they want to rent to own ASAP.
Yeah, I know. There's plenty of people who want to rent to own. So you tell me, if you come back with a buyer and
I got one right now. Do you have a deal you could put me in on? Usually, me and my wife get 3% from our other investor.
Okay, well, that's, we can talk about that. Basically, this house is $300,000.
Okay, off the role play. You just went into the presentation mood because he's controlling you. You want to go back to him. Say, let's pretend you say something like, let's imagine, suppose, let's pretend you create a hypothetical in your conversation. Marco, suppose I could help you and your wife get this couple into a home. Are they ready? What kind of money do they have to put down today as a commitment? You started to do it, and then somehow it evaporated into the universe.
He was going generalities. I've got a bunch of buyers. I said, I'm looking for one.
Okay.
How much you willing to come up with money? I thought I was being very direct with
right, but I still don't know the dollar amount. In his mind, $5,000 is enough. In your mind, $50,000 is enough. Let's get some specifics here.
Okay. Well,
how much money?
The house is $300,000. To get someone to buy 10% would be $30,000. So I'll say I'm looking for $20,000 down.
End in a question.
Say I'm looking for $20,000. Is that doable for you?
That's it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's doable for them.
Excellent.
How do you know that? Go deeper. Go deeper.
Okay, great. Well, I tell you, if you want to, you can put a $5,000 deposit down now. We can start the process.
Yeah, I'll reach out to them. Send me your deal, and this one you'll give me 3%.
You know what? If you can get a little bit above $20,000, yeah. If you can give say 20, add your 3% on top of that. Say you want to put an extra 5,000 and 25, but if we can get a deal done today.
You have a deal, Sean. Or I'm sorry, Steve. You have a deal, Steve. I have a tenant buyer ready to do a lease option. So you're saying if I can get them to come up with $20,000, we got a deal today, and you're giving me 3%?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Is that correct?
Or you can get whatever else money on top of that. So whatever else you can get over 20,000 would be your cut. So
I get 3% and anything above that?
No. 3% of what, the 20,000?
Just with my other investor that I do this with, anything that is on the option money, I get 3% of.
Okay, so you're talking 3% of 20,000. Okay, so that's
okay. Steve, that was real good. Let's wind that up though, that conversation. Let's get commitment and information from Marcos here. Marcos, let's say that's up for discussion. You're 3%. I'm willing to look at that and discuss that with you. One thing I want to know: does your prospect? You have a prospect right now. Is that correct?
Correct.
You don't mind if I ask? I'm just going to ask you a couple quick questions. See if we can do a deal today. You ask me some questions. If we can, great. If not, you can fire me, and maybe we'll do something another day. Is that agreeable?
That sounds good. Thank you.
You're a gentleman. Thank you, sir. Stroke, nurture, ask questions, get commitment. So let me ask you something, Marcos. The folks who need the house in Highlands Ranch, when do they need to move in? What's their time frame?
Now, ASAP. They've been bugging my wife for a couple of weeks, and we just haven't been able to present them a deal, so they might be looking elsewhere.
Okay, I might be able to help them. I have a few contacts I can contact. They need a house right now. How much money can they put down today if the house meets with their needs as a commitment?
Well, we've kind of pre-qualified them a little bit because they were going to try to get a conventional loan. So I know for sure they have at least $10,000 in the bank saved up.
Okay, $10,000 to move into a $500,000 home. We have, and they want to do a lease purchase for how many months?
No, they wanted to stick in the $300,000 range.
A $300,000 range. The Highlands Ranch, I think, starts at $500,000. By the way,
this one was in Brighton.
Okay, Brighton. Okay, you moved it on me. Okay, Brighton. We have a problem, Marcos. Do you know what it is?
Sounds like I guess I'd have to check if they got more than the 10. I just remember a few weeks back they had at least 10.
Yeah. Could you find out and get back to me before 2:30 this afternoon to see if we can move ahead and get them into a nice home and you and I both make a lot of money? Because I can't move people into a $300,000 neighborhood for $10,000 down. It just won't work.
Yeah, I could find out ASAP. You know,
I'll wait for your call on or before 2:30 today.
and if they have 20, 30,000, Claude, and you have this deal ready, it all makes sense. You're paying me the 3% of that option money.
I'd be willing to sit down and negotiate and discuss that with you, but it's highly probable at this point. Okay. What did off the role play? That was a very good role play, by the way. What did I make a commitment for the 3%? Were you guys listening very carefully to my words?
You said it's probable, which means you said nothing.
Right. I did lawyer bullshit. Okay. I said nice things. I said positive things to the amateur ears. What if Marcos was a true amateur? What's going through his head right now?
Oh, I got a deal.
I'm getting 3%.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I crushed it and everything. To the professional gut salesperson, what did I really say?
Bupkis.
Bupkis. Everybody's using my words now. It's funny. Nothing. I did nothing. But do you see, I can go back later on, and once we find out, can we do the deal? Do they have the money to do the deal? Are they ready to move in a timely manner? And then I can suck Marcos into the vortex there and then say, Marcos, really can't do 3%. I think we can make it work for 1.5%. Can you live with that? Boom. I've got him inside. I've got him in now. He's already. Did you guys ever do a deal and that it wasn't closed yet and you started spending the money in your head?
Yeah.
Don't we all do that? Audrey, come on. Okay.
I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
But you know what? 3% of the 20,000 is only $600.
I think he meant the 300,000.
Oh yeah, no way, yeah.
Which is $9,000, which has to come from somewhere. So maybe I have to work that out with the owner of the property. These are problems I can solve later. Right now, I just want to know, before I get in my car, before I have another meeting, before I do all this homework and research and waste a lot of time, do they have at least $20,000 to $30,000 so I can make a buck?
That's amazing.
How many times do we get the positive yibber yabber and then we run all over the place and then we find out there's no money in the deal and we did all these hours and research and all this busy work and there was nothing there for us?
So just in general, when you're doing a lease option and you have a broker involved, what do they get if they're bringing the tenant buyer?
Go ahead, Steve.
I've never dealt with a broker, so I wouldn't know.
If they did a deal and you could give them a consulting fee, you could give them a leasing fee. If they did that, if they provided the house and you have the tenant buyer, you could negotiate possibly a
tenant buyer.
I'm sorry?
All they're doing is bringing me the tenant buyer.
Okay, they have a tenant buyer. Are they doing this as a realtor? They have them under contract?
I wouldn't say that's all they're doing. They just solved your problem of having to go look for someone. That's like a free lead to you. I wouldn't say that's all. That's kind of everything. If you have a property and you need someone for that property and whoever that someone is provides that person and it's a go, that's like handing it to you.
Yeah. Audrey, you have a client. They have $50,000 to put down, but they can't buy the home right now. But they want to get into a home today, and they can buy it in 12 months, 18 months. My property's on the market. I have not listed it with anyone, or it's expired, or I have a sign up front. You're going to call me up and close, and I want you to close me in just 3-4 minutes.
Right now?
Right now. Right in front. Right now. Hello, Claude the homeowner.
Claude, it's Audrey Marcus. How are you?
Who are you?
Claude, remember me? I'm Audrey. I'm your local realtor. I just want to let you know something. I have a hot buyer right now that is interested in your house. They have $50,000 to put down, but they can't buy it for the year, but they want to lease it right now, and they want to lease it by Friday. Is this something you're interested in?
They want to give me $50,000?
They want to purchase your home, are unable to formally purchase it for 12 months, want to get the process started by this Friday, today's Monday, they will give you $50,000 down and lease it from you for 12 months. Is this something that you're interested in?
This sounds too good to be true.
Well, you would be making the payments for the next year, and they would be leasing it from you.
Okay.
They're actually risking.
Time out.
Okay.
You're acting defensive when you should be going, Claude, you know what? You don't know me that well. I came out of nowhere, and I can't see what your sign says there, Randy.
It says $50K down. What does Audrey make?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. We'll go back to in a second. I just want to fix this one little thing here real fast.
Okay, let's go back.
Okay. Gee, Audrey, this sounds too good to be true.
You know what? I know exactly what you mean. It probably does sound too good to be true. You don't know me. All of a sudden, I call you out of the blue. I tell you have a client that involves your house. I'll tell you what. What if my buyer and I come by your house tonight and meet you and your wife at 5 p.m. and we just have a quick little meeting to see if you would like to lease these lovely people your home for a year while they give you a huge deposit, and you would then agree to sell your home in 12 months. That's not something you'd be interested in, is it?
Wow. Yeah, it does. It sounds good. Wow. It sounds really good.
And Claude, if you don't like what you see, then we'll just quietly go away, and you'll have maybe made a new friend.
Okay. Boom. You got to hit that greed button. 50,000 buyers, top sales price. I know you don't know me, and if I was in your position, I'd feel the exact same way, Audrey. But right now I have these people. They need a home right away. This might be an opportunity, and I don't want you to have any regrets when we get off the phone. How would you like to get full price and $50,000 today?
I would love to, but I have to check with my spouse.
Okay. Could you check with, I'll check with mine. She said it's okay for you to sell this home and make a lot of money today. You check with your significant other. Can you call me back in 30 minutes?
I'll try.
You don't try, do. Oh, I sounded like Yoda just now. Okay.
There is no try.
There is no try. I've been on the West Coast now, and I'm quoting Yoda.
It really sounds good. Are you telling me that I'm going to get $50,000 and I'm going to have the rent paid for a year?
That's a great question. Suppose I could make that, let's pretend for a moment I could make that all happen. What would you say to me next?
I would say, I think we can do it.
Think?
I just need a little time. I just need to think for a minute and check with my spouse.
Okay, why don't we do that? You off the role play. Do you see that when I try to get something, I use wishy-washy, little ambiguous words. But when she uses those same words, I jump all over her. That's your big takeaway from this little role play. Okay? I use words that make her emotional, we try to get up that commitment ladder. Okay, but then I want specifics from her about time frame, about money, about decision making, and everything else. Randy, you got the last word. We're running real late today.
I'm curious as to what Audrey's going to make out of this deal. If she's going to get $50,000 down to give it all to you.
Oh,
You make a nickel.
Okay. I usually do what I do before we go. I do the good cop, bad cop. Audrey, the good news is I can get you full reasonable market price. I can get you a great couple that'll pay you on time for 1 year and then buy your home. They're pre-qualified. I can get you $50,000 non-refundable option money on the property. Are you happy with all of that, Audrey? Okay, here's the bad news. As a real, I have to make some money also for putting this whole transaction together. I'm working with Marcos, the other realtor, who brought me this couple and everything like that, and we get half of that $50,000. Can you live with that to get full price, get the house sold? Can you live with that, and it's all done?
I'm not getting $50,000.
No, you're getting 25, but you're crediting 50. You're getting full price. You're getting people moving into your house, start paying you rent on November 1st. You'll have no dead time where you're still paying the principal and interest on your mortgage, and your problems are over because these people are going to buy this house within the next 12 to 15 months. Can we move forward, or would you like to fire me right now?
Is that going to be in writing?
Suppose I did put it in writing and I got it to you today. What would happen next?
I'm going to have $25,000.
You got it. Can we do a deal?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I'm sorry, my Walmart hearing aid fell out again. What?
Yes.
Okay, good. Give yourselves a round of applause. Good session, guys. See you all. Have a great week, guys. Okay, and my West Coast friends stay very cool. Hugo, I didn't say acknowledge you and say hello to you. How you doing, buddy? Okay, I'll get this recording to everybody. See you later, guys.
Claude, quick question. What's that guy's name? Betker?
One of my favorite books, How I Turned Failure into Success by Robert Betker, Bettger.
Okay.
One of the best salesman books ever written. It's an oldie moldy.
Thank you. All right. Bye, Claude.
Take care, guys.
All right. Bye, Claude.
Bye-bye.
See you.